everyone here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going over some new releases in February that I am super excited about. February is going to be a great month. There's a lot of really interesting, exciting, intriguing sounding books that are coming out that I cannot wait to get my hands on. It's months like this that make me wish I was super rich so I could just pre-order every single book I want. Okay, so the first book, the one that I am most excited about, is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This book sounds amazing. It sounds so magical and mysterious and just intriguing. It's about a man named Kel who can travel between different, like, parallel universe Londons. So there's a couple different Londons, and he gets charged with, like, treason or something crazy and goes on the run. And it sounds so good. And to be honest, I haven't really read any of V.E. Schwab's other stuff. I know she wrote The Archived, which I think I have waiting at the library for me, and Vicious, which I started but didn't finish. So I'm really excited to give this one a try because it sounds right up my alley. And that comes out on February 24th. February 24th is actually kind of like the hot day because there are 3 other books on my list that all come out on February 24th. So another book that comes out on that day is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. This one sounds really interesting. It's about a girl who, if she touches anybody, she'll kill them. So she's kind of like the palace's executioner. This takes place in a fantasy land, obviously. And so once a month she has to go down and kill all the prisoners that are going to be executed. And it sounds really good. It does say in the summary, or at least implies, a romance, and I'm really hoping that it won't focus on that too much and will focus a lot on her power or curse or whatever you'd like to call it and learning to live with it, because that sounds like a really intriguing way of going about that book. Another book coming out on February 24th is A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas. This one, I believe, is a Beauty and the Beast fairy tale retelling, so it's about when she wakes up with the kiss from the prince and she now has to run the kingdom, but there's a lot of stuff going on and it's not really like a happily ever after sort of situation. I love fairy tale retellings. I am a fairy tale nut job. I love them so much. This one's got kind of mixed reviews from people that got arcs of it, so I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. There's definitely been books I like that a lot of people don't, so I'm not gonna let that stop me from reading it, but I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want it to be too romancy, I don't want it to be cliche, and I really want to see the author take the Sleeping Beauty story and turn it into her own, so fingers crossed. And the last book coming out on February 24th is Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. This is the second one to Fire and Flood was the first one that came out last year. I read Fire and Flood and had a few problems with it. It was kind of dorky. I mean, not to sound mean or anything, but it was kind of cliche and I didn't really like the main girl. Her name was Tella, I think. Tella, yeah, I know. I don't even know. She was very like damsel in distressy, I can't do anything right, and it was hard for me to get into, but I'm going to give the second book a chance because I know that sometimes character growth will take 2 books or so to happen, so I'm going to give her a chance. And I did like some of the ideas in the first book. It was about like a competition, and she's competing to get a cure to save her brother's life or something from some mysterious disease. So they get these eggs at the beginning of the competition that then hatch into like Digimon, Pokemon wannabes. Like they are animals, but then they have special powers and they use them to help them get further in the competition. And it was kind of funny, but I mean, fun still. So I'm gonna give the second book a try for sure. Probably the book I am second most excited for. It comes out on February 10th, and that is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. In this book, there's a huge society gap between like the Reds and the Silvers, I believe it is, and there's a girl at the bottom and she infiltrates her way to like the top or something. I've tried to not read much about it because I know a couple of my personal friends got arcs and I don't want it ruined to me because it sounds like it's got a whole lot of potential. So I kind of like the whole I come from the bottom, now I'm going to be at the top, and then looking at it with different perspectives sort of thing. I'm really into that. So I'm excited to see a lot about this society that the author is building, and I'm hoping, I've heard that there's a love triangle, and I'm hoping it is not atrocious. I really hate love triangles, you guys. I really hate them. Just hearing about them makes me not even want to read a book. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little nervous, but I think this one will still be good. Another book coming out on February 10th is Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons. I'm really excited about this one because it is about a group of women that are trying to survive like in the wild or something, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be dystopian or if it's supposed to be like a fantasy world, but they are trying to stay away from men who capture the women to sell to like breed, and they sell them to the highest bidder. It sounds like it might have some darker themes in it, or at least the potential to have some darker themes, which usually I'm not big on reading things about like rape and stuff, but I mean, if that is part of this world, then it's part of this world. And I'm not gonna let that stop me from wanting to read this book, definitely, because it sounds very, very intriguing and unique in comparison to a lot of young adult books that are, you know, coming out lately. So I'm really excited for that one as well. The last book I'm super excited for comes out on February 3rd, and that is Shudder by Courtney Alamede. This one looks spooky and fantastic and great. For those of you that don't know, I love supernatural stuff. I love Supernatural, the TV show. I love ghosts. I love spooky demons. I love everything. And this one is about a girl that is part of like a ghost hunting team, kind of. Like, I imagine kind of like a bigger group of like Sam and Deans, and they hunt ghosts and things, and they get a curse placed on them, I think it is. So they only have a certain amount of time to figure it out before they die or lose their souls or God knows what. But what's really intriguing about this book is that she like exorcises ghosts and finds them and stuff through the use of a camera. And I'm really excited to see how that ties in. And I've heard, you know, everybody knows that ghosts can be captured in pictures and you can see them on film and things like that. But I've never really heard about getting rid of ghosts using cameras and things. So I'm really excited to see how that, you know, actually works, and it sounds really intriguing and definitely kind of spooky, which I'm very excited about. Alright you guys, so those are all the new releases for February that I'm really excited to read and hopefully get to read sometime in February, but with a TBR pile as big as mine, you never know. Feel free and let me know what your guys' most anticipated releases of next month are. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.